What's up, y'all? We sitting here with Claybama today, a MC out of Cleveland, Ohio. Dope cat. We're gonna sit around. We're gonna sit here and talk about his couple of his songs, new song "Nonviolent," and a little bit about his history. So everything's cool here.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I'll be mine, King.
Claybama, how you doing?
Oh, good, man. Can't complain, man. How about yourself, man?
I'm doing all right, bro. I'm doing. How's that? The Cleveland weather right now?
Man, extremely cold, man. We had some and overnight it decided to snow, so you never know what you're gonna get. But we maintain it. So
I feel you look like you wrapped up.
Really, my man.
That's what's up, man. Getting into the interview and stuff. After reading your bio, you you lived a pretty cool lifestyle in you've been around America. I've seen that you've traveled. You're well traveled out there. After through all your traveling,
Okay.
how did that affect your art, your MCing background?
I think before it affected my MC background, it affected me as a person. Traveling allowed me to see that the world is a big, big place, and there's a lot of different people out here in the world.
Right.
I guess it's a privilege to get to know different people, different perspectives. That's kind of what it kind of taught me, and it just allowed my mind to see that that things are limitless. So that's kind of how I guess approach my art. I approach it from a very wide perspective until I narrow it down to my content. So that's how I think it really affected me.
Right, and like you said, it's something that when I read your bio again, it was something that you were traveling with your grandparents or your grandmother, and that's something that they really want. Is that like kind of like their plans to try to get you more well versed about different things going on, or was it just we want you to be able to go out and just travel and see outside of your area type of deal,
I think they just like traveling.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I mean, I could probably say yes, but I think also it was the fact that they like traveling. They were retired. My grandfather retired motors because I'm originally from Dayton, Ohio. And I moved to Cleveland when I was 12 years old. So they like traveling. I mean, I spent a significant amount of time with them, and where they went, I went. Like my grandfather was very instrumental in my life, as well as my grandmother. So I love being around them. So I went everywhere with them. So they did expose me to a lot of different things.
Yeah.
But the main motivation was the fact that they like going and they didn't mind bringing me along.
That's what's up, because there's a lot of kids out there who just stay trapped in this one area and don't really do too much, don't really leave. You know what I mean? And the fact that you had that opportunity to, your grandparents had that opportunity to take you out and just show you things. It kind of broadens your horizons to see what else is going on outside, just the local communities and stuff. So that's real dope. And then you were telling me that Claybama, there's a story behind that name. How did that come about?
Man, look, the truth is, man, I am an up-and-coming artist, and I work at a factory. Right now, I'm actually on my lunch break in my factory doing this interview. So if anybody say that they can't get things done, that's a complete lie. You gotta have grind. You gotta be able to fit it in where you can if you want to expand as an artist. But back to the story. I work at a factory. We underpaid significantly, and a lot of people were complaining around the job. And I kind of try to take a humorous approach to it. Like, man, y'all need to make me the president of the company. Y'all need to call me Claybama. And it just clicked, like, dang, I should do that, because I was searching for names. I wish I called myself, and it just stuck, and everybody started using it. So I was like, man, I'm just going to keep this. And everywhere I go, people see me catch on to it. They like it, so I just decided to keep it.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. And how long you been in the MCing game?
I've been MCing since about 8 years.
8 years? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was whack when I first started, though. I was terrible, but I just kept grinding, kept studying, kept looking at my favorite artists and just trying to understand their perspective, their approach, their technique, and just try to add it to myself until my sound became unique enough, I guess, to be able to put it out to the people. And now I feel like I'm at the point where I'm ready to compete in this industry.
That's what's up. And you out there in Cleveland, there's like a strong, core MCing, man, like archetype out there. You know, you got Kid Cudi, Bone Thug came from out there. You know, some people say what MGK. I don't know if I put him in like the upper echelon, but you know he go hard. Yeah.
I mean, he is. I mean, he's one of the biggest artists from the city. I mean, you got to show respect and love. I mean, you can't take away what he's done.
No doubt, no doubt.
You can't take away anything. I mean, anybody who's from Cleveland hating on MGK, I mean, I don't get that because the man put on for the city. So, hey, look, I got love for him.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And like just being around, you know, that type of, you know, those type artists, you know, just being from that city, is that like does that put a little bit more push behind you, or is it something that you just want to like trying to make your own path, you know?
Well, honestly, being from Cleveland in general, we work hard. I can't speak for every other city, but being in Cleveland, we're some of the hardest working people you'll ever meet. I mean, this period. So the work ethic is already there just from being exposed to this city, you know.
Right.
Also, like I said, when I came from Dayton to Cleveland, it is an honor for me to wear Cleveland as a badge because we did have people like Bone Thugs. We did have people like MGK, Kid Cudi. And then also we have like the OJs. I mean, they're from here too. So the rap scene, the music scene is strong. I don't think we get enough attention. If you want to add, if I could be honest, I feel like to me just being around the scene, we have so much talent, but it's not as exposed as I believe it needs to be. And hopefully I can be an aid to that with the type of music that I bring to the table. But heck yeah, man, proud to be from Ohio, man. Dayton and Cleveland, man, they both my home. And I'm happy to wear those badges.
That's what's up, man. That's what we want to see. We want to see people who out there representing, you know, where they're from and really, you know, bringing their city up and out. You know what I mean? And and you know, coming off that, you have the new song, Nonviolent. You told me an interesting story about how you actually wrote that song. And you know where you were when you wrote that. How did Nonviolent start? How did that become a project? You know what I mean?
Honestly, man, Nonviolent started from, I guess, a series of events before that. I think that, as weird as it may sound, I didn't really pay attention to the fact that I was a black man. It didn't really hit me until later on in life. I know it may sound crazy, but I always looked at myself like I was just a person.
Right.
You know, I never had to deal with a lot of things. For some reason, I just was fortunate enough to not deal with a lot of outwardly racism in my life. But and I don't even know why, because I have friends that say they experience it all the time. But just for me, I don't know. I just say was one of the rare people that could slide through the cracks.
Hey,
you know,
that's cool though. You know what I mean? Like that you didn't have to deal with certain things like that. That's something you know is rare.
It's very, you know what I mean? But I don't take it for granted. But one day, I don't think I was watching television or something. I was just like, this stuff is happening to us, you know? And whether it's happened to me or not, it could happen to me tomorrow. It could happen to my son. You know what I'm saying? Being a man in America. And it just got real important to me. And then some of my heroes, like, I start, you know, listening to Pac and Kendrick, and I start understanding that aspect so much more just through watching the news. And I was like, man, I need to do something and speak out on this and use my voice to do something about it. You know what I mean? J. Cole too, like, these guys are really talking about what's happening. And it's like, man, if I got this voice, why would I not, you know what I'm saying, speak out on what's happening? And then I watched that movie Selma with Martin Luther King, and I just saw his approach. It was a non-violent approach.
Yeah.
And it worked. And I was like, man, I need to, and it's just like non-violent. I'm just like, and all of a sudden I was chilling, and I started thinking, the line came out like, ever since my president been black, I've been looking more blacker. Got beat up by police till my eye got black. Blacked on the floor, they swore they needed back up. My soul ran away and I never got back up. I just started thinking this stuff in my head. Like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I just started thinking, you know, Eric Garner, the Trayvon Martin, and Tremere Rice happened here in Cleveland. I started thinking about this stuff like, oh my gosh, man, this stuff is really happening. And I was like, man, I got to say something about this. And hopefully, you know, it resonates with the people. And I can be able to, you know, be an aid to the larger movement. Because I'm not the movement. I'm just a piece to the movement. You know what I mean? So, that's up, man. You told me, or at the beginning of the interview, you was like, Cleveland is some of the hardest, or cats from Cleveland is some of the hardest working cats in America. And talking to you on the phone before the interview, you was like, you put in
roughly about I'm in like 70, 80 hour weeks and stuff, right? Or
64 to be exact,
60,
man.
64.
Friday, 8 on Saturday, 6 on Sunday.
Damn, and like
Every day at the factory, I grind every day, yeah.
so where did you find the time to like write your song, man? Like,
And, bro, the good thing though about the factory is I can wear my headphones in my ear. And with me wearing those headphones, I just kept the beat. I keep beats on loop, and I rap in my head. And when I get a chance to go to the break or bathroom, I just put them in my phone, and I just keep tallying them up. You know, and I got like a goal. Like I try to write 1 to 2 lines every day, man. Nothing less than that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just try to get on top. Some days I have days where I write a full track. Like today at work, honestly, God, I've been at work since 5 a.m. Right now it's 12 in Cleveland. I wrote like a whole like track this morning. You know what I'm saying? It's not too deep, but it's something I can kick out there for people to hear. So there's some days I have days where I'm barely getting a half a bar, but it's just the grind. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
I feel like if it's something that you want to do in life, you have to make time for it. And I have a family, so when I try my best not to take time away from them. So it's like, okay, while I'm here working, I'm going to be working, you know, on other stuff. So while I'm cutting parts with this big hydraulic saw, I'm going to be writing rhymes and writing records, and that's the way I know how to do it, you know, so it works for me.
damn, dog, they need to give you overtime, extra overtime on that shit, man.
Hopefully, man, hey, look, hopefully it will pay off, though. You know
No
what
doubt.
I'm saying? I mean, I'm in Cleveland, y'all in Cali. I mean, this is a very stretch. This is a far stretch for exposure for me, you know, so I'm happy, man. I'm grateful, man. I think everything going to turn out right, so
Hey,
I'm
man.
like, will happen for me.
No doubt, I'm like extremely glad that you reached out to us and you know you gave us the links to all your songs because like I said, we all listen to your. It's 3 of us, so we all listen to your music. We're like, oh, this dude dope. like, we got to get him out here, man.
Appreciate it, yeah.
No problem.
One day, man, the good thing is I got a couple connects out there, man. The engineer actually that mixed that track, Non-Violent, he lives in Cali right now.
Oh, okay.
And another producer that I work with, he actually lives in Hollywood. So, you know, I got some love out there. When the budget's right, I'll get out there, man, and you know, we'll tear the city up.
For sure, man. For sure. And like, are you getting with your producers? You just getting from all over, or do you work with local producers, or?
I work with producers that make good music.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much open, but I don't try to stretch myself too wide, but or too thin rather. I guess that's the expression. But
Yeah.
I mean, I listen to a lot of stuff, and if it work, it work. If it don't, it don't. You know what I'm saying? But it has to fit. I don't just work with producers because they got a name. You know what I'm saying? To have a producer, I've been fortunate to work with a Grammy-winning producer.
No,
That's something you don't know. If you go to my SoundCloud at I Am Claybama, if you go to soundcloud.com/I Am Claybama, the track Let My People Go, the guy who made that beat won the Grammy 2 years ago. His name is Big Juice. So I've been fortunate to run into some really good people, you know, so.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. And again, I want to, cause like you said, when you was growing up, you said you was in the churches, and you were in like a group at that time, and then after a while, you said this isn't for me, you know, because I guess you said you were in your Bible, like it felt like a cult or it was cultish.
Oh, my church where I was at was a cult. Ain't no. It was. I mean, the story goes. I mean, man, the story's so long, but just a long story short, man. I got into that actual church because I got a girl pregnant at 17. Mm-hmm. I was 17. I was in high school. I got a girl pregnant. The only thing I knew was that I wanted all of us to have the same last name. I don't know why I just did it this time when all of us have the same last name. So I ended up getting married in high school.
Okay.
All right? I didn't know how to be a good father. I was like, I don't know how to raise no family. So, you know, Granny always took me, my grandma, my nana always took me to church when I was a kid. So I was like, well, let me go back to church. Maybe they could teach me how to be a man, you know?
Yeah.
I ran into the church. And I'm not going to say everything I learned there was a bad thing, but the person who I was listening to had some ulterior motives that I couldn't see at 17. I'm just kid, and I was loyal to him because I felt he helped me out when I was in a time of need. You know what I mean? Having a kid at 17 changes everything. maybe not for everybody, but for me it did, and I wanted to be a responsible parent, you know.
Right.
I'm still working on that right now, you know. Every day I work to be a better parent, you know. But I ended up getting married to that girl, and we didn't work out, but I did. I tried to be a man. I tried to work, you know, 3 jobs, try to provide for us, man. I mean, I just kept doing what I was doing, and I don't want to take up too much time. So anyway, I got to the church, and that's where I found rap. But as far as the cult aspect, man, the pastor, man, for some reason, man, he just started manipulating things and started. He felt like he needed to strip your identity for you to be able to fit into the Christian life, you know. And my life was stripped, man. Like, I lost a lot of friends. Like, you know, I had relatives that passed away that I wasn't able to really communicate with because I was taught that communicating with certain people on a certain level was wrong because you're supposed to be clean and be an example, and they're unclean, and if you can communicate with them, that makes you unclean, and therefore you can't help them. That was the pitch, because I always wanted to help my family. You know,
yeah.
I moved from Cleveland. You feel me? Like, so with me looking back on Dayton being a small city with not the resources, I always felt like it was my responsibility to do something so I could go home and help my people. Because I was the one that got out. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I always felt. I was the one who was lucky and fortunate and got out. Where my other family, they weren't so fortunate to do so. So I felt it was my responsibility to come up here, to do what I have to do, to grow and to go back and give to them what I was able to receive in a different place. You feel me?
Right.
So still working on that now, but I felt like church was the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's not a piece of the way, but as for right now, for me, where I'm at right now, you know, I got some unresolved issues with that whole situation, and I'm not going to lie, and I'm not going to be like, okay, I'm about to be a Christian rapper, because I feel like, you know, there's people who actually dedicate themselves 24/7 to that life, and they deserve to carry that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Not saying I don't deserve it, but that's just not my lane right now. And I respect people who do the Christian rap, man, straight up, because I did it for, you know what I'm saying, for 7 years, man. I started a group, and we got to like 30 people, and we used to rock, and we was in front of thousands of people, no lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went to Tennessee and did a competition out of 300-some people. I was second place doing Christian rap, you know, so, I mean, I put my legwork in on the other side. And that's also why I contribute a lot of my conscious side, too. Because, you know, when you're a Christian rapper, you're not supposed to be vain. You're not supposed to talk about how nice you are.
Right.
You're supposed to focus on, I don't know, God and helping people and this and that. And that's why I feel like I get that help atmosphere. That's why I got my skills sharpened, to have the mindset to help and to be humble, you know. But as far as just going to a different level, I felt like stepping away from that and just looking at the world from a different lens than just that. It helped me in a great way. That's where we get tracks like Now I'm Fighting from, you know. So
that's what's up. That's up, and that's another thing that we really, you know, admire about you as an artist. That like you just put it all out there, because, you know, from reading your bio, it was like, man, he just like really, he's like, yo, fuck it, I'm just gonna put it out there, let them know what's going on.
I ain't got nothing to hide, bro. And I'm gonna be real with you, family. Like, I used to hide who I was for so long. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
I had ambitions to do certain things, but to be acceptable for the church, I felt like I couldn't be real. So now I'm at the point to where I'm like, I'm not gonna be fake for nobody. Whether I'm making a rap or not, man, I'm not gonna be fake for nobody. I'm not gonna be fake for this rap industry. I'm not gonna be none of that. I'm gonna do what I feel like I need to do, and I'm gonna uphold my brand as a person, as a man. You know, my thing on life is this, man. My goal is that no matter when you come around me, when you hear me, when I talk to you, man, whatever, I want you to feel 3 things. I want you to feel understood, inspired, and feel loved. And if you feel them 3 things, then I feel like I've done my job. And I'm not going to do nothing to compromise none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and obviously, it's a lot of different ways to do that, but to make you feel these ways. But I'm just going to stick to that, man, because that's what's important to me. And I'm not going to let nothing change that about me. You know, so
that's what's up. And we don't want nobody to change who you are, because, like I said, like, you have a message, and, you know, you deserve to put that message out there. You know what I mean? That's why I'm glad that we're sitting here today doing this interview. You know, also like being from Cleveland, you seem like you have one of my batteries just ran out. I'm gonna keep talking and have this one record, and you wanna switch that one? He's gonna be switching this battery while this one still records. So I'm gonna keep the interview going. But Yeah, just like being from Cleveland, and you know being well versed around, who like I guess how should I say it, like who are some of your biggest inspirations for getting into the rap game? You know what I mean? Like,
Man, just name one out. Probably anybody you can name probably influenced me. I was a hip hop head when I was young. I just never rapped. I was whack, you know. Rap. I remember my first CD with the parental advisory sticker on it was the Bone Thugs Art of War, and I was in Dayton, Ohio.
oh shit.
And so for me to move to where Bone was from, that was big for me. Like I actually opened up for Lazy last year.
Oh,
it
word.
was crazy, yeah, man. Like he gave me mad props. Like he extra cool cat, but obviously Bone Thugs, Kendrick Lamar, man. Look, people even say I sound like the dude, man. And I first used to be offended, but I'm like, man, look, Kendrick Lamar is the truth to me. You know what I'm saying? Like some of his tracks have spoken to me in ways that I can't even explain. Like on the Pimp a Butterfly, we talking about Love You Was Complicated.
Oh
like,
man, yeah.
I went through, you know what I'm saying? That stuff that I would be, and this is 100% raw, man. I'd be in my factory, crying in my mags though, bro. Like, listen to that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So, that's real life. Like, I love myself. Like, I never understood the concept of loving myself, and that touched me on another level. Like, I didn't know I was really supposed to do that, because being in the church, only thing they taught me was love God. But I didn't know I had to love myself, you know?
Yeah,
that's hit me like, dang, like, how am I supposed to do this? Because
like
God is this perfect thing. I'm not perfect. How am I supposed to love me when I suck so bad? You know what I'm saying? But I went through a lot of different series of changes. But to get back to the question, Kendrick Lamar, man, I love old school Bill Withers. I think he's one of the best songwriters alive. And I try to take from him and learn from him. I like DMX, I like Pop, you know what I'm saying? Especially once I got older, I understand Pop now.
yeah.
I love Pop. I love Biggie. I love the J-Rock, J. Cole, Wale. I like other people too. Other people inspire me. There's a poet from Dayton, Ohio. His actual name is Paul Laurence Dunbar. I think he's like one of the first American black poets, if not the first. My grandmother used to make me read his poetry when I was a kid. He influenced me a lot. I like Shonda Rhimes, the one who writes Grey's Anatomy and Scandal.
Yeah.
I watch her stuff on TV so it can sharpen my writing. You know, like, I think she's a phenomenal writer. Like, the way that she puts her stuff together, like, so, bro, like, it's crazy, man. Like, I'm influenced by so many. Logic, I love Logic, man.
Logic is.
And then you got the people from Cleveland, like I said, like the MGKs. It's a girl out here named Affinity. Chick named Bree Vibes, my homie Jay Styles, my dude. I'm shouting out my homies out now just so they know I got love for them. Young Troubled Minds, dude named Sean Reyes, my dude Mal G, my dude Daniel Amp, my dude Jude Green. I mean, it's so many people here, man, I got love for, man. So that's just the iceberg. My dude Tim Haynes. I mean, it's so many people I got love for out here, and they all inspire me in different ways. So.
That's what's up, man, and we like hearing that. We like hearing people that inspire you, that like friends and stuff too. You know what I mean? Because you know those are the closest cats to you. So it's like it's dope to hear that you have like a well versed, I'm
inspired by everybody, man. If you rap, man, like I try to learn from you. Even if you suck, I'm like, man. Even if you're not a good rapper, because our people are not good rappers. If you're not a good rapper, I learned, like, okay, I can't rap like that. Like, that's not going to work if I do it that way. I try to learn, man. Like, I don't know. I just try to learn from everybody I can.
That's what's up. And then, like, on our final question, it's like our a new thing we implement. It's like our go-to final question. So you're going to be the first one to answer this one. So,
yeah, I'm ready.
Is there, or what advice could you give to an untapped artist, an artist out there who's on that grind like you are, but probably a couple of steps behind you. You know what I mean? Like,
okay,
what kind of advice can you give that artist to help them, stay motivated and keep pushing and keep grinding to get, to where you're at, or to get to where they want to be at in whatever field they're in,
Right. First thing, it's crazy. First thing, and people might disagree, rap, I tell you, rap is not what you do. No, rap is what you do. It's not who you are. who you are makes you a better rapper. Being a rapper is something that you do. But in order to be a good rapper, I feel like you got to be in tune with who you are. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a hard worker. I got certain morals and values around me that allow me to be able to put forth good rap, good music. You know, so that's one thing too. Don't compromise your message. Be humble. Be humble. There are certain opportunities that aren't good for you, but at the same time, don't look at any opportunity like it's a small one. You know, because it just depends on what type of person you are. You know, certain people got the ability to turn water into wine. Some you think is small, you can turn to something great if you got it in you like that. So work on your character, man. You know, work on your character. Be a good person. Move out of love. Man, I got a lot of stuff to say, man. Like, I can add advice. Like, don't get caught up in the hype. You know what I mean? Don't be focused on what everybody else got going on. Find your own sound. Don't be discouraged when stuff don't work. Try again. I got a bucket load of tracks that I released, and I thought they was good, you know, but they just don't fit where I'm at right now, so I won't even release them, you know. So when you find that one track, stick behind it and stick with it. Stick with your music, you know what I'm saying? Live and die with your craft, you know. Nobody gonna nurture your baby like you, and just do that. Show love to people. Don't be a hater, and I don't know. I got more. Read books. If you can read books, get your knowledge game up. Don't be a dummy. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, look, I got mad stuff to tell people, man, what I done learned. So
That's what's up.
invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Put your own money up. You know what I'm saying? If you don't got the money, start a GoFundMe. You know what I'm saying? Because people are willing to help if you got something. If you got something that's gonna that's gonna help them out. Another one of my things. Be a resource for somebody. If you become a resource, people will invest in you.
I like that. Yeah, that's dope, man. And you know, it was real dope sitting here talking to you. I can't wait to, you know, actually meet you in person. You know, sit down and have, you know, and do another interview with you. We like go ahead and plug anything that you have coming up. You know, like a Nonviolent, a SoundCloud, and just let people know where they can go and go find you and listen to your music, man.
And follow me on IG at I am Claybama. Same thing with Twitter. I am Claybama. Go to SoundCloud, it's the same thing. SoundCloud.com / I am Claybama. I got everything on there. If you go to YouTube, just look up Claybama. Nonviolent. I got some music up there. Got a track out there with a feature one of my homies up there. So look at me everywhere, man. Holla at me, man. Just support the move. Talk to me. I'll talk back. I ain't no funny acting cat. 9 times out of 10 until I get on, I'll be in this factory anyway. So I don't got, you know, I mean, cutting parts or, you know, write music. So yeah, man, just holla at me, man. I'm real cool, down to earth. I got the Nonviolent t-shirts coming sold. And they got a website, claybama.com. So, bam.
Definitely. Everybody needs to see who Claybama is. Definitely check out his stuff. He got some real dope music out there. Check out his website. I'm going to be putting the links in the video below. So if you guys want to go check it out, just click on the links and you could check out all of his social media. I want to thank you for taking the time to, you know, meet with us and do this FaceTime interview, man. I really appreciate it. It was
y'all, man. Blessings to y'all, man, for sure.
You too, man. And it was awesome.
Oh, nothing. Sorry.
And it was awesome sitting down just again, hearing a couple of your stories and getting to know you as an artist more. And like I said, I can't wait to actually meet up with you. Definitely, if you ever in California, if you can make it down to the IE, we love to have you like in our studio.
Playing audio push, man. Man, shout out to the homies, man.
That's what's up, man. I don't know. Would you be willing to drop a couple of bars on us? Like maybe two.
Listen, I'm gonna drop these bars. I gotta go back to work. I'm low key over my break time.
All right, for sure.
Oh, out here. I got for you, man. I got I say which one I'm gonna give you? This off the album. This coming off the project. And say which one I'm gonna give you? Okay, I say I'm that middle class hero, the captain of the average. Cut from a filthy cloth and I don't fabricate my fabric. Sometimes I'm way too passive and bipolar with my passions. So far from picture perfect, colors scrambled on my canvas, but I'm still a total package now delivered to the masses. Pockets is premature when I'm rich in so many facets. Above the diamond dollar, earning a different polish for that. Promise of profits, not the profit from the wallet of a consumer who heard but never grew up, who couldn't smell the roses but got stuck in the petunias. Cause when you in that garden, ain't no telling how it'll do you. Some of us are bit by snakes and the others are kissed by Judas. I ain't foolish, so I keep my heart of gold and stand over my foes with the wind beneath my nose. It rolls under my toes, I may suffer through the night, but in more than the blessings do, and I got everything to lose, boy, still paying my dues, boy.
Claybama, y'all.
You heard me?
Killing it, man. Killing it.
Little something.
All right, then, big dog. I know you got a lot to do, so I'm going to go ahead and let you go.
Hey, peace, man. Thanks for the interview, man. I'm about to, man, got to get back to this job. You feel me?
For sure.
All right, sir.
Peace, brother.
Peace.
Much love to y'all, man. Stay up.
You too.
You too, sir.